Have you watched part 1? If not, go watch it. This is part 2, where we're going to install the software on your homemade 3-node to get deployed and start earning the tokens. First thing is go install the Threefold Connect app onto your phone and email the address you create to yourself. Don't forget to write down your seed phrase and store it someplace safe. If you don't already have it installed in your computer, download and install Boolean Etcher. You're going to need 2 USB drives to complete this project, so get those ready. Your 3-node won't boot or run unless both of the drives on it are completely wiped, and it's easiest to do that after they're installed by using this micro Linux distribution called grml that runs off of a USB. You'll want to download this and save it for a couple steps from now where we're going to run it. To actually register your 3-node, you have to use this piece of software called GoFarmer. This step is likely to change in the future, so I'll make any updated videos if that happens. Click the Releases tab over to the right if you're not already in it, and select the most recent one. You'll have a couple options for Windows, Linux, and Apple, so select whichever one you need, and you'll want to run that file once you have it downloaded. Once you have it opened up, all these fields will be blank. You're going to want to pick a seemingly random 3bot name, make sure it ends with .3bot, and enter your email and click register your identity. You'll get some words here that you'll have to save and store to help recover if anything happens in the future. Register your farm. Here in farm name, you want to name the farm which all of your future servers are going to be under. And here under TFT address, put the address you got from the app you installed earlier. Register your farm, and under the Farms tab, copy down your farm ID right here. Then we'll go to the 0OS Bootstrap image generator and put your farmer ID and hit enter. Make sure production is selected and download the EFI USB image here. Now we're going to create those 2 USB bootable drives we talked about earlier. Go ahead and create your grml and select the flash drive that you could have plugged in. Any size matters. And create and flash your 0OS as well. Now get these 2 drives together and then we'll get the started on the final install. With everything ready, let's get it installed. Go ahead and hit the power button with no USB drives installed. Start hitting the enter button as soon as you boot up. F1, and we have a few settings to change. Ensure power. After power loss is set to power on. Under security, a secure boot is disabled. On startup, the primary boot sequence has the USBs first, and that CSM is disabled. Go ahead and pop in your grml drive and hit F10. After a minute, you'll come to a screen that may or may not look like this. Go ahead and hit enter. Hit Q when it's done booting and type in fdisk-l. This is to find the drives you're going to need to wipe. And this one is NVMe 0N1 and SDA. Don't clear SDB because that's the flash drive. The code to enter, the code to wipe, I'm going to have below in the description. And now for the other drive. and shut down now. Once you shut down, pop in the final 0OS drive that you created and boot into that. Once you pull out that Linux flash drive, you plug in the 0OS flash drive, boot, and it will start downloading and installing the operating system. When it's almost done, it'll say not configured. It might look like something's wrong, but give it a minute and it'll populate. Once your 3 node is showing that it's connected to the network, about 30 minutes later, run over to the Threefold Explorer and type in the name of your farm here and find your node. Let's say my farmer name was Goldies. Select it and you can see how long you've been up and the number of resource units that you have installed. This is definitely the easiest way to make sure that the 3 node is detecting everything you've installed. This means 8 virtual cores or 4 CPUs. This is probably about 32 gigs of RAM. This is about 1 terabyte of hard drive space and half a terabyte of SSD space. Here we are a minute later, and you can see we're all connected. And don't be alarmed that the memory usage and other things are 0 or 1%. It's all good.